Okay, I got my needle going with thread. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up 6 of your Ilos beads with an 11-0, separating them. So it's going to be Ilos. Is it Elo or Ilos? These are Ilos. Okay, Ilos, 11-0, Ilos, 11-0, and so forth until you have 6 of each. One, two, three, four, 5. This is my 6th one. So if you're starting with an Ilos, you are going to end with an 11-0, okay? So bring them all the way down to the end of your thread. And then we're not going to tie a knot. We're just going to keep them from falling. And I don't really want to use a stop bead. You can if you want to, but I'm not. I'm just going to be extra careful. And I'm going to go in through a couple of, well, I'm going to go in until I come out of my second 11-0. I'm going to hold on to everything and my tail, and I'm going to pull, and I'm going to put everything into a circle like this. And I'm just going to hold onto my tail. And then coming out of an 11-0, pick up 3 15-0s, and then circle around that 11-0, go in through your Ilos, come out of your next 11-0. So this is going to make a little picot like that. Like that. So, and everything's still going to seem a little bit loose on this step, but that's fine. You don't want to do a knot after you put all your beads together on your string, because then when you add your Rivoli and you set it in there, your little Ilos aren't going to sit right. It's going to sit kind of weird. I tried it and I didn't like it, so no, I don't recommend that. Okay, so you're going to go in through your next 11-0. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in through all of our 11-0s, picking up 3 15-0s, and then going back in through that same 11-0, just circling and going back in through it, okay? And this will make these little picots all around. And everything, see how you can see a lot of thread here? I'm just going to pull and pull. And then once I finish doing this step, I'll pull again and it'll bring everything nicer. So I'm just going to finish doing this step, going in through all of my 11-0s and pulling. I have 2 more to go, picking up 3 little 15-0s, going back around, going through that 11-0 again, going through my Ilos, and then coming out with my last 11-0. And when you pull, make sure that your little beads are making little picot points, okay? So coming out of my last one, going to pick up my 3, gonna go through that 11-0, through my Ilos, and then I'm going to go through this 11-0 here after that Ilos. From that 11-0, I'm going to go up 2 15-0s. So this will bring me to my middle 15-0 from the ones I just added, okay? All right. So I'm coming out of my middle 15-0. Now here you're going to pick up a 15-0, a 2mm pearl, and a 15-0. So I got 15-0, 2mm pearl, 15-0, and I'm going to go through my next middle 15-0 next to it. All right. So once I'm coming out of that middle 15-0 of my next grouping, I'm going to do that again. 15-0 pearl, and again these are 2mm pearls, and 15-0. Then I'm going to go through my next middle bead. I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to do that again. So you're going to do this all the way around your ring. You're going to pick up 15-0, 2mm pearl, 15-0, and you're going to go through your next middle 15-0 in line of the grouping that you just added. So go ahead and finish that up and I'll meet you back. All right, I added everything, all of my little groupings of 15-0, 2mm pearl, 15-0, and you just need to pull snug. And then now you're going to get your little 10mm Rivoli, and you're just going to put it underneath, right underneath your seed beads, but on top of your Ilos, and pull. Okay? So just, you might have to hold it like that with your thumb, play around with it, and then your back is going to look like this. It's kind of squishy, loose right now, but we'll fix that. Okay, just hold it in place and pull like down, not up, but down. So now what you want to do is just take your needle and go through all of these beads, the ones we just added, plus the middle 15-0s that we just went through as well. So go through all of those beads again. You can do it 1 or 2 times. I'll probably do it just once. So go ahead and go through all of these beads again, and you know, hold on to it like that if you have to. You won't ruin it. And I will meet you back. Okay, I went through all of my beads here up top, and I just kind of wiggled it till it was how I liked it. And when I tightened it, well, it doesn't wiggle anymore, it'll stay. So once you go through all of these here on top, just follow your thread paths and then go through the till you get here. You need to get to your Ilos bead like that, okay? So from this layer, from this row, go down, go through this middle bead here, and then down the little 15-0 next to it, in through the 11-0 and out of your Ilos bead. And what I did was I went through all of my Ilos beads till I'm coming out pretty close to my little tail thread here. Okay, so now you need to be coming out of your Ilos bead. From here, you are going to pick up, now here on this ring, I had some more 2mm pearls, so I decorated it with some 2mm pearls on the side too, but I don't have enough. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, I'm going to do 4 15-0s, an 11-0, and then 4 15-0s again. And then I'm going to go through, now if you have 2mm beads, you can do 15-0, 2mm pearl, 15-0, and then your 11-0, and then followed by 15-0, 2mm, 15-0, and then go around, circle around your Ilos and go through it again. But since I don't have enough 2mm beads, I went ahead and did 4 15-0s, an 11-0, followed by 4 15-0s, and I circled around. Okay, so from here, we are going to do a bunch of right angle weave boxes. If you want, you could have tied a knot and then restrung 2 needles to do this part with 2 needles. That way, if you do it with 2 needles, you know, it's going to come out really good, really straight, really pretty. If you do it with one needle, you're gonna have to do very neat boxes. I'm not that great at doing very neat boxes because I can be very impatient with that, but I'm gonna try my best. So after you circle around, go ahead and come out of your 11-0. Now I'm going to do boxes with 11-0s. So I'm going to do a bronze, a red, and a bronze, and I'm going to go through this red bead. Now, ideally, you should go through each one of these beads again, one at a time, until you're coming out through this one here, through your red bead. I'm not going to do that to save time. And also, going through them one at a time will ensure that your boxes are very neat and pretty. So, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go, I am going to go through them one at a time, but I'm not going to do another pass. I'm just going to go straight to my red bead. Okay, from here again, bronze, red, and bronze, circling around, going through this red bead. Now I'm going to go through my 11-0s one at a time until I'm coming out of my red bead here. Now if I had gone through these again, like gone through all of these all over again, it would be a stiffer box, and so that would have made it really sit, that would have really made my beads sit really pretty. But since I'm not doing that, I'm just doing it this way, just like 1.5 passes, it's not going to be as perfect, but that's okay. So go ahead and add the amount of beads you're going to need to do a ring that's going to fit you. So here we go. And I'm sure a lot of you more seasoned beaders don't even need to watch this part because you've done a lot of rings and you've done a lot of bands for your rings. So if you want, you can skip all of this. So, okay, I'm gonna do the amount of boxes that I need and then I will be back. Okay, I already did all my boxes and I went ahead and I stuck 2 needles in through my rows of 11-0s to kind of fix them because they were looking not very pretty. So that kind of fixed them a little bit. So now we need to connect this end with this side. So since I'm coming out on this side, like towards my right side, I'm going to stick my needle in through the Ilos going like that. So I'm going to get 4 15-0s. Then I'm going to come up to the Ilos directly across the Ilos where I started. See here, right there. And then I'm going to pick up 4 more 15-0s. And then I'm going to go through my 11-0 that here, up through my 11-0s again, and through my Ilos again, just to reinforce. I'm going to hold it and pull. Okay, so I'm going to go through my Ilos again. Now, I'm going to go down these 4 beads, these 4 15-0 beads, and then I'm just going to go through this first 11-0 here, through this first one after my 15-0 beads, whoops, and then I'm just going to start filling in these spaces with more 11-0s. So I'm going to go through here, picking up another 11-0, go through my next one of my box, picking up another 11-0, go through my next 11-0 from the box, and so forth. So I'm going to go all the way down this row, just filling in. And if you want, you could use another color for this part, or you can just do the band all one color, or you can just do a whole different band altogether. You do not have to do it this way. There's a lot of videos with a lot of rings out there, and so there's different ways you can do your ring band. But this one is one of the easiest. So I'm just going to finish going through all of this side. Then I'm going to come up, go through my 15-0s, go through my Ilos, come down my 15-0s, and I'm going to do this side. I'm going to finish up this ring by finishing up the band. Then I'm going to end up going through this Ilos, going around all of my beads, meeting my tail, and tying a knot. So again, do this side, and then go through your Ilos, come down this side. Then if you want, you can even like keep going through your band as many times as you want if it feels too flimsy to, stiffen it up. And you can even tie your knots in your band, or you can come up, go through your Ilos, and then go around all of these beads again just to reinforce one more time, and then meet your thread.